welcome to iHitSendSunday. I'm Steve, that's Oliver, my loyal stuffed co-host, and this is iHitSendSunday. And this week is an exciting episode. We have some really cool questions. Thank you guys so much who wrote in. It was really important to get some new emails and stuff and keep the show fresh, and I think we accomplished that. We have a lot of cool questions this week. In terms of my life, things are going well. I'm moving to New York in early January, so this setting, this scene that we've all grown so accustomed to will be changed, and it'll probably be a much smaller room. The show will not be stopping. We'll be moving to New York, but that's we'll keep it up. Yeah. I don't really have too much to update. My birthday, though, is coming up December 17th. That's my birthday, so maybe we'll do a birthday special or something like that. I'll keep you updated. I have no idea if that's going to happen or not. But let's dive in. We have a lot of great questions today, and I want to give them all the time that they deserve. And it should be really interesting. So let's get into it. First email. It's a little long, guys. For the emails, try to keep them short. But I'm gonna read this one because they're from Philly and I'm from right outside. So respect. All right. So first of all, I want to say hi. I really enjoy and appreciate everything you do. I personally love all your poetry and hope you keep making more of it. We need more people to express their queer experience in creative and artistic ways. Could not agree more. And thank you. Secondly, I'm in a bit of a slump. I'm 27 and living in Philly, and I'm just finishing up graduate school. I've recently been finding it hard to go on dates or meet new people. When I came out as gay in college 5 to 6 years ago, I found it easy to do those things, but lately they have been really hard to come by. I recently read an article online where the author basically says, I didn't choose celibacy, but celibacy chose me. And I really do feel like that's what happened to me. I haven't hooked up with anyone in over a year, and I haven't gone on a date in over 2 years, not for lack of trying. And I have found dating apps to be far from helpful, if not totally harmful, for me personally. All of that rejection has really worn away my confidence, and I know everyone goes through dry spells at one time or another in their life, but I can't help but notice how emotionally draining it is. I've always found that confidence is an important part of how attractive a person seems to be. If you are confident in yourself, people are more likely to notice you and find you appealing. And the opposite is also true. When you're not confident in yourself, you're also not that attractive to other people. Unfortunately, I found a lack of confidence to be a bottomless pit. Whenever I get rejected, I lose some of my confidence, and that decrease in confidence makes me less attractive, which increases how often I get rejected, which decreases my confidence even more. It never ends. At first, I was okay just to accept the dry spell, hoping it would just pass, but it has been so long now that I really feel the need to do something about it. I just don't know what to do. Do you have any advice for someone like me who is stuck in their rut and lacking in confidence in terms of dating and the like? Have you experienced a dry spell like this yourself? How would you suggest getting out of a rut like that? Thanks again for everything you do, homie. Well, homie from Philly, dude, yes, I have been there. You're in a dry spell, you're losing confidence, and every single time that you get denied or pushed away or overlooked, your confidence goes down, and then that makes you, in your own head, more unattractive because you're less confident. So, dude, this is my advice for you. When you go out and you're trying to be open-minded and experience these cool experiences, meet new people, and get that confidence back, fake it. Yeah, fake it. Just go out, pretend you're the most confident person in the world, pretend that these people cannot get to you, and eventually the lie will become the reality. I think half of the people who are confident faked it until they found their place within their own confidence. If you lose the confidence, but you recognize that confidence is an attractive thing, then when you go out next time, tell yourself that you're the hottest dude in the bar. Carry yourself like you're the hottest dude in the bar. And you don't have to fool everyone else, you just have to fool yourself. If you think about your posture, standing up straight, this says confidence. If you approach somebody and start up a conversation, something maybe genuinely interesting to yourself that you're hoping they'll think is interesting, that approach can come off as confident. On camera, I probably come off as a super confident guy. In my everyday life, am I always like this? Yeah, sometimes but I get down. But when I go out and stuff like that, boom, confident Steve, ready for a good time, ready for the night, ready to crack some jokes and stuff like that. Yeah, it doesn't feel fake to me anymore. Because at first it was, I was insecure and in the closet and, not this, I was not like very happy with myself. But when I went out and stuff, I exhumed confidence, and it made people feel more comfortable around me. And by making people feel more comfortable around me, it made me confident. I could see how my demeanor, how my expressions, how my jokes and stuff are going over, and then it gave me the confidence that I was lacking. But first, I had to fake it. So fake it. Fake it till you make it. And, you know, maybe you'll fall into a comfort level with that. Go out as a different character. Pretend you're a lawyer, like a high-powered lawyer when you go out. Don't say that you're a high-powered lawyer, because that's just lying, but carry yourself like someone who's accomplished a lot, you know? And see how it doesn't feel to walk in somebody else's shoes who's more confident, better looking, more funny than you think you are yourself. And let that person become who you are. Is that, you know, I'm not saying be fake. I guess, hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. Because it sounds like I'm just being like, just put on a new persona, forget who you are. That's totally not what I'm saying. So yeah, dude, I mean, confidence is attractive. Doesn't have to be authentic every time, though. Next question. Oliver, this one has you in it. Hi, Steve and Oliver. He said you're cute with a smiley face. Thank you for the wonderfully awesome, amazing videos. That is a lot of good words. I missed your videos and your beautiful face that brightens even the darkest, gloomiest of days. Well, today's beautiful here in California, but if you're having a dark, gloomy day, let me be a beacon of sunlight. My question to you is about AIDS. I'm 24 and I've been in a relationship with my boyfriend for about 5 years now. Recently, he tested positive for AIDS, so I'm getting tested too because we have had unprotected sex before. My results come out next week, but I'm very worried about it. What would you do if you found out you were HIV positive? Do you have much of a future left? I am aware of the stigma associated with HIV positive, so how would you face it? Thank you so very much, Steve. Many hugs and kisses. Thank you for writing into me, and with such a serious question. Thank you for trusting me to, you know, try to handle this with as much grace and understanding as I can. You're gonna go through a lot of stages when you first find out if you are positive. You're gonna go through denial, sadness, grief, you know, bargaining, all of the reactions to grief that human beings go through. It's important to be around people that are supportive if you find out that you're positive, because you're gonna need the help and the strength of other people with news like that. It is serious news. I'm not gonna say it's, you know, not a big deal, because it is. It's important that your boyfriend starts taking the cocktail. He wants to stay healthy. He's got to make sure that he's taking the right meds. Your life is not over. You're 24. If you get the disease, very, very treatable. You can live a long, long and healthy life. I'm so sorry about your boyfriend. I don't know if you guys are still together. I don't know how this works, if it was an open relationship or not. And frankly, it's none of my business. I mean, you are where you are. And so, just hold on tight, man. And make sure you have some strong people around you. It's not the end of the world, but it's going to seem like it at first, I'm sure. But if you aren't positive, get on PrEP and you know, keep up with that. So I'm really, really sorry that you're going through this. It's scary. I've had friends go through the same thing, and there's a lot of fear in the community to even get tested just in case we find out these things. But the fact of the matter is we all have to look out for ourselves and take care of ourselves. So if you're watching and you don't regularly get tested, get regularly tested. It's a really important thing to do. Don't be afraid of your own health, because ignoring it is not going to help by any means, and treating it is a very, very, you know, available treatment. So yeah, don't be afraid. AIDS is not as bad as it was. HIV is not as bad as it was. Both of them are treatable. Take care of yourself. Much love from Steve and Oliver. Next question. Ooh, wow, we're gonna do a lot of questions today. Hey Steve, I'm so glad to see you made a new video! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! I have a question. I hope you answer offline. Oh. If not, I understand. Oh. I will be brief. My dilemma is I'm 52 and just came out of the closet 2 months ago. Family's accepting me. The thing is, I have been alone for all these years, having never had a boyfriend or anything. I never had a girlfriend either, and, you know, so I'm a gold star gay, which basically means you're gay and you've never gotten with a girl. My point is, I like younger guys. How can I meet a younger guy? Any suggestions? Any suggestions would be so appreciative. I tried Grindr, but there's so many flakes out there. Thank you for your time, homie. Homie, you want to meet younger guys? That's actually a big thing in the community. There's a lot, you know, transgenerational relationships are, you know, very common, I feel like, in the gay community. There's less of a stigma, perhaps. You know, of course, you're going to be called like a daddy, I guess is the term. which just sounds so wrong, but you know, that's a preference, and I support it, and I think that's, you know, cool. You know what you like, so go chase it. And there's younger guys out there who are looking for you know, a daddy type. I feel really strange saying this. It's just the names. I mean, like, I'm not against transgenerational relationships with like younger guys dating older guys and stuff like that by any means, but the terminology of like daddy is so strange. But you know what, homie, that's your thing. All the more power to you, and congratulations on coming out. That's awesome, especially at the age of 52. It's never too late to do this kind of stuff, and you know, good on you. In terms of finding that younger guy, I'm sure he's out there, and if that's your thing, all the more power to you, man. But I don't really know. I don't know how that works. I know that there's websites specifically for it, so maybe check those out. And maybe you'll find that younger guy who's been looking for a homie just like you. Hey, hello, Steven. I love the videos you make, both iHitSendSunday and the vlogs are awesome. I'm an old fart. I'm 21 years old in college right now. That's not old, dick. I'm 25 almost. I'm gonna be 25 in 2 weeks. You're not old. Don't stop saying you're old. He's in college right now and somewhat closeted, but not really. Now I'm gay, but I'm an athlete for college, for the college I go to. The stigma of being gay and an athlete always haunts me because I don't want to lose the trust of my own team because of it. I came out to a few of the girls on the team, but I have yet to come out on the guys' side. What should I do, or how should I approach it? Dan from Chicago. Dan, I've always wanted to visit Chicago. It looks like a really cool city. Your sexuality should have nothing to do with getting the medal or getting, you know, to states, or I'm talking out of my butt here because I really don't know much about sports. You're on a team to make the team better, you know, and if coming out, you're worried it's going to affect the team or the chemistry of the team, it's really not your fault. Don't worry about the after effects, because worrying about them isn't going to change the outcome. Whether it goes well or, you know, could go better or all that stuff, you're not going to affect the outcome by worrying about it. But you can do a lot of good by coming out. Be confident and know that it was the right thing to do. And I'm telling you, I think it's the right thing to do. I mean, the Warwick Rowers, those dudes who are like naked on those calendars, all the proceeds of that go to a foundation about gay men in sports and about coming out, and you know, everyone can play. And a bunch of teams in athletics have come out in support of these movements and these charities where it's, you know, encouraging gay athletes, come out, be loud, be proud. We need you. We do. We need that visibility. You remember how crazy it was when we found out we had a gay football player? And there's plenty of gay football players. I guarantee you that, like, in the NFL, there's like a solid percentage of players who are gay, but they're not brave enough to come out because, you know, football is a different culture and it's not exactly gay friendly. But it was huge when Michael Sam came out because we need that. We need that visibility. We need to know that we're hardcore people too. Gays can be muscular and football players and dope and shit. And you know, that visibility is really important for the young kids growing up. So don't worry about your teammates. Worry about you. Worry about making the experience in sports better for everyone. And you can do that. Be an inspiration. Okay, and one last question, only because I promised Oliver and I gotta find it. And the last one is from another homie. Hey Steve, I'd prefer to be anonymous, so just call me homie. Thanks for your iHitSendSunday videos. You're so bright and delightful and handing out advice. You ought to have your own TV talk show. I could not agree more. Call me if you need me for a TV show. But here's my question. How did you meet Oliver? This guy. How long have you known him? What's the best thing about Oliver? I've never seen anyone with a stuffed animal that's a sloth, or is it vice versa, a sloth with a human sidekick? I bring this up because I saw an adorable video of baby sloths, and I think you and Oliver would enjoy it. Do you want to watch it together? Okay, well, I'll answer the questions first. Oliver and me met when I visited home. Me and my long-distance boyfriend had missed Valentine's Day, as well as our anniversary, so we exchanged gifts for both, and I gave him... Oh, what did I give him? I gave him something awesome, I'm sure. I cannot remember for the life of me right now, and that's super embarrassing. But Oliver was actually handmade by Matt and his best friend, so he's a sock puppet. And my friend's dog ripped off his eye, so he's been through some shit. And also his paws, like all of his paws have been ripped off. So Matt has promised me that he'll repair him. I got him for Valentine's Day and New Year's, so I guess a year he's been my homie. And what's the best thing about Oliver? The best thing about Oliver is, well, number one, he knows a lot of dirty jokes. None that I can repeat here because I feel like they're super inappropriate and sloths are rather immature. But my second favorite thing is that Matt put Velcro on his paws so he can actually hang like a sloth, which I think is really cool. And it kind of feels like your arm's getting hugged, and he's very like authentically sloth. As anyone, I've never seen anyone with a stuffed animal that's a sloth or vice versa, a sloth with a human sidekick. It's definitely the latter. I am just here to carry on the show, but it's really about Oliver. And I bring this up because I saw an adorable video of baby sloths, and I think you and Oliver would enjoy watching it.
Specialise in rescuing and rehabilitating sloths, releasing them back into the wild once they're able to survive.
Exciting video of rescuers found as babies, orphans. Their mothers were either killed by dogs or by cars.
Alright. Yeah, sloths are my favorite thing in like the world, so. That is iHitSendSunday, week 12. Thank you so much for joining us. We're so happy to have you guys. Let's write some emails for next week. Guys, let's make it weird. Let's get into sex next week. You guys down? Let's talk about sex a little bit. So if you have questions about sex, gay or otherwise, or anything along those lines, send in the questions. Let's get weird. This week was awesome. I mean, we talked about AIDS, we talked about sports teams, we talked about Oliver, and we had some great questions, and I love that momentum. So keep it up, guys. Send in those emails. Send them to iHitSendInquiries at gmail.com. Wow, did I just forget my own email address? I did. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week. Like and subscribe. That helps me out. It makes me feel really happy. Be sure to comment. If you guys have any additional advice for the people that wrote in, feel free to write it below. I'm sure they'd love to see it. And otherwise, that's it. iHitSendSunday, week 12. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week.